Okay, how much space for cover is there behind that big-ass chair?
Big enough for one person?
Fuck.
There's plenty
Okay,
of other
then Jay's going to,
stations around here.
Can Jay take cover behind one of the consoles instead?
Okay, but you're going to take it in... I think it's a +1 difficulty from attacking from cover.
Is it?
I think so.
Why would it be?
I didn't realize there was a difficulty modifier from attacking from cover.
Let me check the maneuvers.
I'm at least looking at the reference sheet, and it doesn't say anything from attack.
No, never mind. It's setback die. Any character performance of this maneuver must add setback to any combat check he makes until the end of his next turn. However, you gain 1+1. That's guard stance. Never mind.
I was gonna say, like, what?
Just all right. You get +1 range defense.
Yeah, or +2 of the cover object is particularly sturdy, so I guess the chair might count as, like, 2, and then, like, the console would count as 1.
The counter counts as 1, and you don't have to make any setback die.
And Jay's going to be leaving that cover for Laana or Lissa.
Well, Lana's kind of on the ground right now.
That means she has extra range. They have, like, suffer a setback die to attack her.
Yeah.
So Jay's going to get into cover and then just sort of shoot at the web guard group on the left. Yeah, that's a minion group?
Yeah?
Okay.
Nah, they're all rivals, Aaron.
Okay. And the kind of short range, medium?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes!
Okay.
Shoot them. No.
Huh.
You miss.
Well, I spend those
job.
3 advantages healing 3 strain.
And what do you do with that? What do you do with that triumph, Aaron?
So you can,
What can I do with that triumph?
see, there's the upgrade the difficulty of a target. You basically...
Can I destroy a weapon?
You can damage a weapon. You can also have a vital narrative moment that turns the tide.
I don't
The
think
glass reconstitutes itself.
No. You can blow up one of their weapons, yeah, but that's okay, I guess.
Okay, Jay's shot goes wild, but hits the web commando in the weapon.
Okay, it's damaged now. Doesn't destroy it.
It's like a penalty.
Yeah, I know.
Could you, like, blow up a console in front of them to make it difficult for them to shoot through?
Yes, he could, but he chose...
Yeah.
See, when dealing damage to... you can only use that ability if you actually deal damage to a target. However, you can force the target to drop a melee or ranged weapon it is wielding without dealing damage.
Well, there you go.
Okay. He's dropped his gun. His weird-looking gun. But now it's their turn. I don't even know how to pronounce this because I just put it in a random name generator. This is what it gave me, but okay.
The Bode.
The Bode are going to shoot at Jay because he shot at them.
And they suffer 1 setback die.
We come in P, and Jay opens fire.
Mm-hmm.
You
Hey.
leave in pieces! I don't even understand your moon speak anyway.
Yeah, clickety-clackety.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no! Oh.
Well, they don't crit, but they do crit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And... Pierce 1, so 4... 8, so you only take 4 damage. And then a critical.
Yeah. I wasn't actually worried about the damage.
Hey!
And then a trip on the...
Hey, dude, they're shooting those submachine guns at you. It sounds like a mixture between a slug thrower and an energy gun, if you want to know what they sound like.
More interested in what that critical damage is.
Stinger
It's not that
increases the difficulty of their next check by 1.
Yeah, it pops up for all of us.
bad. Mm-hmm.
It didn't pop up for me.
It's...
Really?
We got
I had to click it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's another reason why Java hates you, Aaron.
Yeah. These Bode are going to move in a little bit more because they're all sort of standing on the lip of the viewport. And these guys are going to move in. And they're going to attempt to lay down covering fire at Rakcharr, who I'm assuming is behind the chair.
I was sure I can start behind the chair, yeah.
Okay. So that adds, I think that
2 setback dice to them.
2 setback die. And you're at short range. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay.
Well, fuck.
Alright, so you said, like, suppressing, or are they just actually shooting me, and that was
They're actually shooting him. They're just using like flavorful language.
I was going to point that out as well. Like, covering fire isn't really directed.
Alright, that deals 2 with their Pierce 1, that deals 3 damage to me.
Yeah. Kind of bad.
What are they doing the Triumph with?
They're going to narratively cause the console next to Jay to explode into flame.
Oh, they removed your cover.
Yeah.
It's cool. Now you just look more badass as you shoot at them.
Yeah. Yeah, and the web commando is going to step in, and for his action, he's actually going to make a leadership roll.
Sure.
That leading bastard.
I
That motherfucker.
He's going to make a leadership roll.
That's why you can't trust pulse-eye majors.
Ah, this hurts.
It's not easy being a leader.
But he gives this web guard group an extra maneuver, where they move in further. They move in a little bit closer,
Okay.
taking up more positions, spreading themselves out. And now it's Team PC's turn.
Alright, that group that shot me is at short. I'm moving to engage with my maneuver.
Ruh-roh.
Rakcharr just fucking, like, moves it. Fuck you, ship. Get out of my face.
Rakcharr kicks the ship.
Rakcharr, like, closes in, like, moves from the chair to engage. And I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 strain, to get another maneuver that I will use for aiming.
Uh-huh.
And then as my action, I am going to see if I can punch a face. Face punch! Go! Let's see here. That deals an extra point of damage, so that's a total of 15 damage, which bypasses one of their soak.
Okay. So it goes to 12. This guy's dead.
And I will use one of those advantages to trigger a crit, which I think will just kill all 3 of them.
Yeah. They all die. They're all they're not dead, but they're bleeding and wounded and severely out of the fight.
I will use that boost die, the one advantage, to give a boost die to the next person who acts. Rakcharr gets shot, and he just, like, she roars through the vocabulator that's installed in the laminate armor, rushes out from behind the chair, and just, like tackle clobbers all of them, like, into, like, the glass panes they just shattered, and it skewers their bodies.
I picture him literally trampling them like an angry bull.
One of them probably did get trampled in the process. Another one got gored with the vibro knuckles. And then the third one got skewered on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Third one had a heart attack falling on the glass.
So, Team PC, who's next?
Lissa, I believe you're more competent with a gun than I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an action to move behind the chair, which I assume is over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then take the 2 strain to do an aim.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shoot at that web commando.
Okay.
You got a boost die from aiming, a boost die from me.
Alright.
And he's at short?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh boy. Well, never mind, you don't crit. What he's going to get because of those threats is going to make these commandos are going to get a free maneuver, and they're going to use it to aim at you.
I did it.
Uh-oh.
But he's gonna take 11 minus 4. He's gonna take 7 points of damage. That's not very fun.
Now wait a second. That should only be 1 threat instead of 2 because the laser sight adds 1 advantage on a success,
yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah. So they're going to get a boost die. These guys instead, not a free aim, which is the same thing, really. It's the same thing, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise they don't get a whatever.
Not if they all die.
Yeah.
Are you gonna say Laana's gonna kill them all?
There is
We all
There
know
is
that's not going to happen.
there is a talent that improves your aims.
Well, it is Laana's turn because it is.
I'm not even really sure if I should bother getting up or just take cover.
That basically, like, gives you cover anyway. Anyone who attacks you with ranged has a setback die.
Lana just rolls over to cover.
You are, and for all
I
intents and purposes, in
imagine
cover.
I imagine I should just aim and fire at the left group.
Go for it.
I'm basically already in cover, as you said. Was no booster passed on because she did that? They're at short range, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray.
No.
Well, I at least have 2 advantage.
Yeah. What are you gonna use those 2 advantages for?
I'll pass one on and then heal a strain.
All right. Back to Team PC.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Me?
I
I
think
know
so.
it's going to be you.
All right. I'm trying to decide whether she go for the group or the commando.
The commando's almost down, so I think he would be the best target.
Yeah, Jay's gonna try and finish the commando.
All right, your 1 purple becomes a 1 red from your critical.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot him in the blaster wound.
And you do get a
And-
boost.
And he's gonna spend it maneuver aiming.
Smoke.
Alright, so 2 boost.
There's smoke and fire and stuff. One
and
setback.
1 red die.
One
Alright.
setback and 1 red.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Not smoke and fire and stuff.
Yay, poor aiming.
All right.
Fuck your poor aiming conditions.
Up yours, motherfucker. All right, and let's see.
That's 3 advantages because you get +1 on a hit.
Yeah,
Is that right? Okay.
yeah. Which means that Jay will give a bonus die to both the next person and the next person after that.
Can advantages be used to make the next check more difficult for enemies?
They can, but it gives a setback. But remember, they already have a boost die. You can make the next enemy check have a setback die for 2, I think, or 1, or something like that. It's something like that. I don't know.
For 2, the next enemy check will have a setback die. Yeah, I'll give them a setback die and give our next actor a boost.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, they're gonna shoot at you, Aaron.
Apparently, burn is an active ability.
Can be.
I think acid has the passive ability to be burning.
Jeez, these fucking triumphs. That's
Oh,
the 3rd one from the enemies, and then like another 2 from like Chris.
well, they have a very good dice pool on this.
Yeah, I realized I was rolling the wrong dice pool earlier.
Their
Minions-
dice pool is as
Minions
good
are a
as-
lot deadlier when they're in large groups. That's why you're only seeing 3 of them.
Yeah, their dice pool is as big as Jay's is.
They're supposed to be. Once you start whittling them one by one, they just become less and less deadly. Take that crit, Aaron.
All right.
So
And-
that's 7 damage that bypasses one of your soaks, so 3 more wounds and another crit.
3 more wounds, you said?
Yep.
Yep, you take 3 more wounds and roll again on the critical table.
Oh, shit.
At the brink, what does that do? 1 strain each time they perform an action. Okay.
That whole hard critical to get rid of is going to be the painful part.
Alright. Are they
And-
done now, Jordan?
And they're gonna spend their act. They're gonna spend their maneuver to
Oh.
take cover.
Wait,
Okay.
yeah, that already adds the 10 for a previous critical.
Correct.
Okay. Out of curiosity, say their cover does not help them versus melee,
Melee?
just revenge defend. Revenge? Yes, range defense. Revenge
It does not
defense.
help them at all in melee. No.
Right, just want to make sure. Go ahead and submit my maneuver
Uh-oh.
to engage with them. Yes, revenge defense. You don't have it, do you? No, you don't.
Me love you long time.
I'm gonna go ahead and take another 2 strain, and I'm gonna go ahead and aim with that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and use my action to factor in those dice, the 2 boost, and go ahead and let's see. Yep.
They all did.
Let's see, that's 14 damage, and I bypass one of their soak. I can obviously trigger a crit, and
Yes, they're dead.
see, a triumph can be used as doing something vital, like, accidentally, like, hitting one of their bodies inside, like, the emergency controls. So, like, the just in case there's, like, a vacuum thing, like, the glass shatters, and, like the vacuum starts seeping in, and, like, a metal shutter comes down and closes that off.
Okay. Combat's over.
So does that per action also mean out of combat actions?
No.
Oh,
Well,
that's not as scary as I thought it was.
I'm not really sure because it doesn't say until end of encounter.
These don't end into the counter. This like it's like whenever you're in a strainful situation.
So anytime he has to roll dice, he's going to take strain.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, but it's not like you're constantly taking. It's like
No, it's only when you perform an action.
she's like,
Right, I was asking if it applied on non-combat actions.
she's like, I don't feel like take. I don't think I'm going to help here, guys. Don't worry about it. Just gonna sit over here.
All right. So Jay's going to hit himself with another slap patch because he bought 20 before this mission.
Fix it. Fix it.
By the end of this, Jay is going to be 90% slap patches instead of the 70 he is right now.
You peel them off eventually,
And see the
if you could.
decaying innards.
Alright.
You're
So-
trying to say the innards isn't
so-
just more slap patches?
In addition to the video that my enhanced optic suite has, I'm feeling like Rakcharr's gonna like use it to like take pictures of like of them like as they like, you know, rest here on the ground and like their weapons. Can I like separate their weapons from them and like hold them like
Yeah,
like-
because they hold them. They look really, really awkward to use for anyone but them.
Alright.
Fucking ergonomics.
Rakcharr like holds up like one of the weapons and says, I've never seen a this is But man, did this hurt. They were pretty good. Not good enough. And then like he like looks over at Jay.
Jay puts on another slap patch.
None of them are still breathing. Their weapons are, as far as you can tell, from the web guards, they're mostly submachine gun analogs, you think. Somewhere between a slug thrower and an energy weapon. A little weird. The big guy had a light machine gun that he never got to fire.
Well, I think we
You're
found
welcome.
the others.
You mean they?
Yeah, Rakcharr would certainly
The
think this would be
others,
like pretty interesting to like carry if for no other reason. Like, you know, he's never heard of any of these things. He doesn't know like what like a market or like some sort of like person who's interested in weapons or like xenobiology would have like an idea for these. I guess the light machine gun would be the most valuable than like some of these analogs. I'll like try to carry some of those. God.
What could be used to attempt to discern whether or not there might actually be a market for these items back somewhere?
Well, xenology would probably be the biggest one. The easy one with the easiest roll. You could try Underworld for a little bit higher difficulty, and barring that, I guess streetwise, just to know, say, are people in the market for strange guns?
What would the difficulties be for those?
2, 3, 4.
I'll go with the 4 because fuck it.
How long does a repair check to try and remove a critical injury take?
We're doing it when we get back to the ship, Jay.
Damn it.
Well, there might be someone in the market for that. So either someone who works in, advanced weaponry, someone who's just a collector of guns,
Then,
the imperial government themselves.
like following what Rakcharr was saying about never seeing this, I'll pipe in and say, somebody might be interested in these.
Yeah, but trying to lift it up, that thing is a lot heavier than it looks.
We got a speeder.
How much are we talking here, Jordan?
This thing weighs more than that crate did earlier.
Okay.
Looking at a 6. It's also got cumbersome 2.
All right, so the light machine gun is an encumbrance of 6.
Yeah.
And what about one of these SMG analogs?
3, because these things are bulky and heavy. They're heavier than you think they should be.
Okay. Let's see here. Look at my 6 there. So that takes me up to 11. And then I'll carry the light machine gun and then 2 of the SMG analogs. And that takes me to 17.
Yeah, but just to put this out there, these things, it would be extremely awkward for you to actually shoot these things, not just because they're so cumbersome, just because of the way they're designed.
Right.
Yeah.
Rakcharr doesn't have, like, an interest in, like, trying to shoot. He doesn't have any fucking clue how he would shoot them, but, like, there's gonna be someone out there who's interested in finding out how to shoot it. He's convinced.
Just like the xenology stuff that he could sell.
That's right.
I got a question. Do we have anything on the ship, like cold storage?
I don't think we really have, like, anything other than, like, the cafeteria designed to, like, store body parts, and I'm not really interested in taking it.
I'm taking the web commando's head.
Gross.
Whoa.
What are you using to cut it off?
Jay,
You're
What?
using Jay to cut off the
Right.
James
got a
is strange.
We are not putting that head with the comestibles.
What?
Not
What?
happening.
He wants you to cut off the head.
or I'll cut off the head with a tool.
I mean, I can. Jay pops out his knife.
Strain.
That's not an action, that's a maneuver.
It's an incidental, damn it.
Fuck you.
I think the decapitation might count as an action.
It would.
It probably would.
Well, Lissa can do it.
I could. Yeah, I probably should.
Well,
Jay's knife is super sharp.
yeah, but here's the question. How are you guys going to carry the slave circuit back?
We haven't even thought about that yet.
We haven't even assessed how like big or bulky it is or anything yet.
It's
Or how
really
long it will
big.
take to remove.
Quite a while.
Well, I'm sure there's a bay around here somewhere with a repulsor lift in it.
Probably.
Let's go find that.
And we can hoist it down the turbo shaft or turbo lift shaft if we have to somehow.
Just be aware. My main battery took a hit there.
Yeah.
I am losing power.
Quite rapidly.
Can we go back to engineering and, like, maybe, like, can you, like, fix them now? Also, actually, Laana, it's a good idea, actually, come to think about it. Rakcharr actually, like, begins, like, pulling open his backpack and, like, hands her the military med pack. Here, there's, like, instructions on this. Here's this on me.
He takes it and just kind of blinks. And I think Lissa might be a little bit more
Nope.
qualified. Okay.
That's a really defiant no, coming from the helmet. No.
I'm very busily looking over these corpses.
I'll attempt to medicine the Wookiee.
It gives you a medicine skill of 1 if you have none.
Right. What's the difficulty?
I think it would just be 2, because I am, let's see here. I'm at less than half of my threshold, so it looks like it'd just be 1 difficulty. It's a medical check, man.
Okay. Attempting to medicine the Wookiee. Nope.
Alright, well, I feel good.
I feel good.
It's even with the instructions to help, it's pretty sloppy work. You can tell she has no idea what she's doing.
Victor says, well, that's okay. We'll probably have more practice.
All the fur keeps getting in the way as she attempts to
How am I even supposed to
Patch
do
him
this without shaving it?
That's what she said.
Anyways, on the
That
bridge,
is what she says.
anyways, on the bridge, you're able to get a relatively accurate map of the ship, including the damage. So you're able to, circumvent many of the damaged parts and get down to the hangar bay, where you do find a repulsor sled.
Yay.
What all damage control say as far as things that may still be operational?
Life support's operational.
Good news.
Navigation's operational. The hyperdrive works. The engines don't.
What? I'm sorry.
Go
The
ahead,
engines
Chris.
used to work, I remind you. Engine work used to work. They don't work now. We don't know why.
There's a question I wanted to ask back when we were still up there. What reptilian species was their language similar to?
Barabel.
Okay. Because if it was similar to like Trandoshan, I'd probably just go up there and pop their heads open, so I don't have to deal with them.
Hey, if navigation's still working, can you like go through the prior like logs to see where they were before they got here, and maybe learn a bit about what they were doing?
And what happened to make them spontaneously disappear.
Like, would that might not be information we give to the Moff, but if navigations is still running, we could like maybe there's other places in wild space we can sell to someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could try. Difficulty 3. I'm going to spend a dark side point to upgrade that one of those to a red die.
Oh no.
You could spend one of our light side points to counter that, Link.
Yes, you could.
Actually, you would just gain the benefit, and he couldn't use the dark side one.
Yeah, but then it's just like, well, okay, go for it.
What are we currently at for?
With him spending that, we're 2 and 2.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, a potential benefit is not as bad as being able to save our asses when it's really, really needed.
Yeah, and he's basically just giving us another light side point to use later.
Today.
I gotta try him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to make sure we use those light side points.
Yeah,
today.
because next session you get new ones. Well,
Yep.
We ideally want to end the session with all dark side points.
well, you're gonna suffer 3 strain because before this happens though, you do get a relatively accurate navigational readout of where you are in the galaxy in position to galactic center.
Well, shit, we already knew that.
No, you knew where you were going. You didn't know where that position was. It's weird. Trust me.
Isn't hyperspace just like straight lines?
Relatively. But time wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how far you went in that time because some hyperspace lanes are better than others.
Some are real bad.
Yeah, and you
It's
don't
not exactly we were going across like charted hyperspace.
Yeah. So you actually have a pretty reasonable idea of how far away you are from Galactic Center. A long way from Galactic Center. You're actually quite close to the edge of the galaxy on the wild space.
We're moving on to a spiral arm.
Uh-huh.
That's certainly a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Should you head down to the hangar bay and get a repulsor sled?
Yep.
All right.
Keeping an eye out for spiders or whatever the hell those were.
Does the turbo lift actually have power?
Yeah, you guys never tried it though.
While we're at the bridge, I'll try calling it up to the bridge.
Bing!
Does it have any shakiness or anything to it?
And then you can see.
Well, I guess we could send the slave circuit down in this.
We could try.
Bing!
I guess we did it.
Good work, everyone.
Wait,
It's almost as if it happened narratively.
Bing! Bing! This is the machine
Alright, well,
that goes ping!
It's apparently down at the hallway below us, so we can...
Rakcharr says, well, I mean, if we're going to use a repulsor sled anyway, we might as well, like, take all of their other weapons and then, like, haul those back to our ship on the repulsor sled.
Oh,
And then
let
the
me get
other-
on there too.
Any other fast crap we can grab off of the bridge?
Nothing of value, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's really nothing of value. Even the sensor logs would be the only thing, and you've already gotten those.
You know,
Now-
just no idea what these things are going to do. I'm going to make sure they're dead completely.
Regarding the hyperdrive down there,
Mm-hmm.
that it's working and all, you know, we kind of rooted around in some of it.
Not working anymore. Now that you're rooted around in it.
Well, you know.
Do I?
What would be required as player knowledge, knowing that it's far better than ours, and Lissa probably being able to point that out
It's
as
not
well.
better than yours. It's just bigger.
Bigger.
It's just
Oh.
bigger. It's too big, really, for your ship.
I was basing it on the wiki, so yeah, they must have downgraded it.
It's a downgrade. Yeah. Also,
Oh, well.
your even though it might be better than yours, it's a lot bigger than yours.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, what would be required to try to salvage some parts from it that we might be able to get?
That's what you did. They
Like
had
a
they
hyperdrive generator attachment for our ship out of it.
they had to basically cannibalize whatever parts were still working to make the thing actually functional. So you, by rooting around in there, have the barest of parts out of it. The thing was held together by twine and thread, basically, just so they could leave hyperspace. Otherwise, the thing was just running constantly.
You know, I think there'd be greater value in taking a closer look at this planet. I mean, whatever effect is causing ships to spontaneously lose their movement functionality would be pretty valuable, I think.
I have a feeling that has something to do with those creatures.
Them.
The others. What are
Those
we going to call them?
They.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we just, take that back the minimum, bare things to the Moth, that'd be one thing, but if we could find out what's causing this and maybe bring back something from it, that'd be a pretty valuable implement that we could get well rewarded for, right?
That sounds like a good idea, Rakcharr.
That sounds like a good idea.
Says God.
Still think, what's the, that odd thing that was detected, what's its relative position?
Roughly 100 kilometers to the north.
So we would have to try to fly over there pretty much.